Hey everyone, and welcome back to Ontario Cryptids. Today marks episode 210, and every fifth episode, I like to cover some clips that you may not have seen before and tell at least one encounter story. Today I'm going to share an encounter that was sent in to me. If you saw my shorts I posted on Friday, you will have gotten a snippet of Rob's encounter, which we will share today. But first, we will start off with some clips which will have you looking skywards since we had that awesome eclipse this past Monday. If you've had an encounter story that you would like to share, then please forward your stories to OntarioCryptids@gmail.com. I'd be honored to share your story with like-minded people. Now sit back and relax as we begin with today's episode. This first video comes from a TikTok user called Ishayada Dondo. This video took place on Monday, April the 8th, during the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse may have been overshadowed in Texas by this UFO that was soaring through the skies of Arlington. So I will play this 3 times so that you can hear the video and what is actually being said. Some people are claiming that this is simply a plane or a helicopter, and some have even said it's a rocket. However, if you listen closely to the video that I'm about to play, you don't hear any of these sounds of an airplane, helicopter, nor a rocket. All you hear are the people in disbelief at what they're looking at. And I have to say that there are coarse language in this video.
Bruh.
Look, there's something flying through the air. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Yo, what the fuck?
Aliens!
Yo. Bruh.
Look, there's something flying through the air. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Yo, what the fuck?
Aliens!
Yo. Bruh.
Look, there's something flying through the air. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Yo, what the fuck?
Aliens!
Yo.
This next clip was submitted by SoCal Angel 13, and this was taken on April of 2024. The description states that she was driving home at 1:43 in the morning to her parents' house after work, and she sees this in the sky on Bundy Road in Menifee, California. Now I'm going to play this video so you can take a look at it. Some are saying it's a Falcon 9 that was launched from Vandenberg Air Force Base near Lompoc. To me, this looks more like a meteor entering the atmosphere, not leaving the atmosphere. But so leave your comments below as to what you think this is. This was captured by Pretty Eyes B. Can you imagine coming downstairs for a glass of water at 12:30 a.m. and this is what you capture? Take a look at this video and leave your comments below.
This is... This is...
This one here was posted on March 4th by Alien Bioma. It is a UFO caught on camera by a pilot. I'm not sure. I'll let you guys decide if this one is real or not real, but I found it kind of interesting, so I thought I would share. Leave your comments below. This one here was posted to Instagram by Deza Bedrosky on April the 9th, 2024. So it says that they saw a very strange cloud over the municipality of Dali, Yunnan, China. So this one here looks like a very strange reflection. It's either a reflection or there is something there and the light is reflecting off the edge of whatever it is, whatever is there. But this is unusual because you can see through it, or it looks see-through-ish. I think I can see clouds through it. But in any case, let me know what you think this one is. I'll play this one. This one takes place in 1978. We're going to Leon County, Florida, and the nearest city is Tallahassee. I was 13, so it had to be 78. We lived in a very rural area outside of Tallahassee, Florida. Nothing around there had any English names. Everything was either native or Spanish because it was a Spanish colony. Our place was the last trailer in the neighborhood, so our backyard opened into thousands of acres of wild forest and swamps. We knew that there were skunk apes out there. There were also packs of feral dogs, which were locally called yellow dogs by people like us. I was doing my usual Saturday night television thing when I heard a pack of dogs start barking and raising hell in the middle of the neighborhood, and it was getting louder. Then I heard something big running. I went to the front window and looked out, and she was running down the street being chased by dogs. Not sure if they were neighborhood dogs or some of the yellow dogs. The last street light on the road was in the corner of our yard, and we had a bright porch light on, so I could see her clearly. She was big and was obviously a woman. Our local tradition considers them to be people, just another kind of people. I could only smell her for a moment because she passed so quickly. Anyways, she ran at the house and squeezed between the end of the trailer and the giant pine tree near the end. I felt everything shake as she smacked into the building. The dogs were all over the yard and my dog was inside losing her mind. I ran to the other side of the trailer and looked out at the window and watched her rip across the backyard and into the brush. She knocked over some yard furniture and tore up some brush. The next day I went outside, and where she hit the house there was a dent. I was 13, but I was the size of an 11-year-old. I had to reach up fairly high to put my hands in the dent, so she would have been taller than anybody I knew except maybe Uncle Glenn, who was about 6'8". I straightened up the yard furniture and looked at the spot in the brush where she ripped off the limbs. My grandmother said that she probably pulled the limbs off to hit the dogs as she ran. She also showed me how they marked their places by snapping over sapling trees. She said that they reach up as high as they can to snap them and show one another who is the biggest in the area, the way dogs try to pee the highest on a post to show who is the biggest dog. And sometimes people call them Bigfoot, but it wasn't about the size of the feet or track. It was about the size of their spirit or power in the world. The old people would say that they stand in the world with big feet and you can feel their power when they watch you in the swamps. Kind of like the Bigfoot riders of the Lakotas aren't called that because you have to have big feet. You just have to stand in the world like you have big feet. I was taught that we could learn to use magic from most animals and charms and things, but not theirs. They were too much like people, and there was no way for us to use their magic. I was also taught that if you sensed them around or smelt them, just go about your own business, that they were just keeping us kids safe in the swamp, the same way that they look out for their own kids. Some of the old customs were a bit strange, I guess. Keep doing this. It helps people feel like they're not crazy. I was lucky because my folks knew and understood what was out there, so we just dealt with these neighbors with respect. Thanks for reading. Well, that's going to mark the end of today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed the clips and Rob's encounter story. Rob, I'd like to thank you for reaching out and sharing your encounter. I truly enjoyed reading it and the wisdom your family has of these wild people of the forest. I also enjoyed your grandmother's teachings. Thanks again for sharing. Now it's time to acknowledge the current OC members. The current members are Elizabeth, Jim, Diana, and Teresa. Thank you so much for all your support. To learn more about the membership program, please check out my latest OC membership video. If these stories reminded you of an encounter that you've had and you'd like to share, then please forward your stories to OntarioCryptids@gmail.com. I'd be honored to share your story on this channel. Thank you all for listening until the end. I truly appreciate it. Please hit the like button on your way out and smash the subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all next week right here on Ontario Cryptids.